168 people lost their lives as a 13-story building, a third of it collapsed. And I gotta say, it was quite emotional walking through this and experiencing that. So now we're on the grounds looking at the reflection pool. But back there is where the actual building was that exploded with a bomb. And it was just so emotional to experience everything that had, happened in America's history with terrorism. And it just goes to remind me that we need to be more diligent than ever. And actually, one of the members of the stake presidency's son is going to be playing his trumpet in honor of those who lost their lives, the 168 people here. So I'm going to turn this around to our friend Brian, and he is on here. Now, all these chairs represent the 168 people who lost their lives. Brian, you can start playing anytime, because this is what the memorial is. So right here you can see their name. Look at this on each of those chairs. And this is a federal park. And that's the stake president's son, who is playing a tribute to all those who lost their lives at this memorial in Oklahoma City. A lot of people aren't even aware of this. Who remembers this? Who remembers when 168 Americans lost their lives in the bombing? Yeah, it's just... Now here we have original foundation of where... So we're standing where the actual collapse occurred. And look at that. Look at the structural integrity of all the rebarb that just collapsed right there. I mean, you can see it right there. I mean, that is just massive. 2 people were responsible for this destruction. It breaks my heart. It breaks my heart. But, while I was in there, and I hope you don't think this is selfish of me, but I was wondering how many people have had their work done. And that just made me think, as I was pondering and reflecting in the Oklahoma City Memorial Museum of the bombing that happened in April 1995. I remember where I was. I was in Boston, Massachusetts, living, and I saw it on the news, and I just felt like, wow, this is so unreal. Our friend Marion's daughter says, "Marion, it's good to see you. I sure remember." And those are all my friends down there from church. And sister, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello.
Now, what did you feel when you walked through that?
Well, I felt a lot of things. My mama heart was really aching.
Yeah.
I can't imagine dropping your kids off to be taken care of while you go to work and having to come back and see what they saw.
Yeah.
But so it always reminds me to just cherish every minute with your family, and also just that we need the Savior so much.
Yeah, we do need the Savior.
Peace
And
on
we
earth.
need the atonement. I can't wait to take sacrament tomorrow. But you're flying back to Montana.
I will. But
Yeah.
I will take the sacrament.
I love it. I love it. And do you have any words of wisdom or any thoughts as you walked through that museum?
Mine were a lot like Jamie's, because my original thoughts too went to all the little children that were lost.
Yeah.
And it really touches home and reaches your heart when you see the personal effects of the people who were lost there,
Yeah.
because you connect them to another person just like you, just trying to live their lives the best they can. So
Yeah,
just
just
need
trying to live
cherish
their
every
life.
day and do the best we can.
That's it. That's it. I mean, I just remember feeling so emotional as we walked through there, and I was like, wow, this is just, Brian, thank you for playing that tribute. What inspired you to play?
It just after I played taps for my grandpa, who passed away,
It just made me want to do more. To like, it, it wanted me to I just wanted to show that I care
Yeah.
for the families who their loved ones, friends, family, who died on April 19th, 1995.
Yeah. I remember your mom telling me about when you drove to Arizona to play for your grandpa at his funeral. That was just before I came here to do my first devotional. So, brother, thank you. So he always is the first person to come up and give me a hug when I come to town. And tomorrow, I don't know, I just feel like there's something. Let me turn this around here. I just feel like I'm going to be speaking at Fifth Sunday for the YSA that have questions about LGBTQIA and are struggling with their testimony. So with the stake presidency, and I just feel like there's something about this that I need to tie in to something that is needed for tomorrow. So I truly believe that God had a plan for me to see this and to walk through the memorial and to see the personal effects, like Brian said, of those who have lost their lives because some person just wanted to blow up the federal building. And that breaks my heart. So I feel I'm going to get some inspiration and just kind of enjoy this reflecting pond and reflect on the 2.5 hours we spent in that museum, in that building right there, walking through and seeing, and just, you can even smell the effects of the sulfur and of the fire and the debris as you're walking through there. It's powerful. It really is. I'm not going to read your comments right now. I know I always do, but I just feel that I need to, again, reflect and ponder on what I'm going to speak about or what I'm going to talk about to the youth who are struggling with their testimony. Because like they said, we need the atonement and we need Jesus in our life in order to survive in the latter days. Love you guys. And so doesn't God and Jesus.